What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Dodgers Explicit. I'm Ram.
And I'm Josh.
Before we get into today's episode, which is actually going to be more of like a post-game show, make sure all of you guys watching, make sure to subscribe and like. We did hit 2,400 subscribers. What's our next goal?
Our next goal is to hit 3,000 before the season starts. So if we hit 3,000 subscribers before the season starts, we're going to give away a pair of Dodger tickets. So we got about a month. So long way to go. 600 subs. You guys been showing a lot of love. We definitely appreciate it. Let's get us to that 3K mark. Ram, what do we got on the agenda today?
So on the agenda today, first thing we're going to go over a little recap over the game, Dodgers versus Mariners. And then I want to talk about kind of the struggles that have been going on during the spring training, and what's happening, what might be causing this. And then I want to talk about the last roster spot. Apparently, there's a 3-way battle for that, and who we think is going to win that. But
Okay.
We'll get the chat to start rolling up. What's good, Anthony?
Let's go, Anthony. How you doing, man? First comment. What's up? Yeah. So I mean, first of all, before we kind of get into topics, we're going to make this a routine thing. So we want to go live after every single game. Now, if we are at the game, obviously we cannot go live right after the game. But if it is a road game or a home game we do not go to, we will be live on YouTube going forward. So just be on the lookout for that. Get in the habit after the Dodgers win or lose. Open up that YouTube app and let's talk about it.
Yep, let's do it.
What's going on, Nathaniel? How you doing, man?
Yeah, so let's kind of start a little recap into the game. I didn't look at the first inning. You watched the first inning. Blake Snell pitched. Unfortunately, I missed it. What did you think of him today?
I thought there was good and bad. Well, we'll get into that in a little bit, Anthony. I thought there was a lot of positives and a couple negatives as well. So he went one scoreless inning. Let me pull it up. One scoreless inning, one hit, one strikeout. The main concern was 30 pitches. But the good part about those 30 pitches is 20 of them were for strikes. So he wasn't having a huge ball issue. He wasn't throwing a bunch of balls. So we'll start out with the positives. A couple of the positives I saw. Every single batter he faced, all 4 of them, he got out. He got first pitch strikes. That's huge for Blake Snell because we know sometimes he tends to walk people. So first pitch strike is really important for him. He was 4 for 4 on those. He was 4 for 4 on 0-2 counts, which is another positive. But he only got 1 strikeout out of that and ended up going for 30 pitches. So I know the first at bat was JP Crawford. He had a 9-pitch at bat where he ended up grounding out to second. The second at bat, he struck out J-Rod, which was just a nasty at bat. Third at bat was a Randy Arozarena. I think it was an 8 or 7 pitch at bat, single up the middle, on an outside changeup that he left hanging. So not too terrible. I mean, it was hanging, but it was up and away. So it wasn't like, Randy was going to hit that very far. And then the fourth out, what was that? Let me check in on that. Fourth out was just a ground out to second, another 8-pitch at bat. So some positives and some negatives. Love the 0-2 counts, love the first pitch strikes, but we got to put away these guys a little earlier than 8, 9 pitch at bats when we got them 0-2.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of always been a thing with Blake Snell. He's known to kind of get out of the game like the 5th, sometimes go into the 6th. That's kind of his game. He's going to throw a lot of pitches, but he's going to be very effective in those 5-6 innings that he does go. He did face some good hitters, so I like the outcome of that.
Yeah, definitely like that. The Mariners played a lot of their starters because we need iron to sharpen iron. It's just spring training. We might be 1-5. But I'll tell you what, if we start at 1-5 in the regular season, this live stream is about to blow up.
Blow up. So what I'm going to call this rough start, Benji, since you say we suck, I'm just going to call our World Series hangover. We're hitting it now rather than the regular season. Just a little hangover.
Yeah, it's not that deep. I've been acting dramatic on our page just to fuck around and see what people say. They've been hating it. They've been saying I'm not a real fan. Why am I overacting in spring training? They don't watch the full videos. I've been telling you guys these spring training games, they matter as far as getting ready for the season. The final scores do not matter. Who cares?
Yeah, and then I did see Ben Kasparius go throw a little bit. He looked pretty good, honestly.
It was up to 98. I saw you give up a bomb to Garver though.
Yeah, that was Garver just got a pitch and he drove it the other way. But other than that, I think he looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Dodgers offense for some reason just isn't looking all that great this spring. It seems like they're a little bit behind.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's still the very beginning of spring training. We still have another 2 full weeks of games. So we have a long way to go.
Yeah, Mookie's been getting a couple hits. I've been liking the way Outman's looking. He's been getting a couple hits.
Yeah, he got a hit today off of Luis Castillo, which I thought was huge because Outman needs to gain that confidence. I feel like a lot with him is his mental. I don't know if you would agree with that or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you went from a high-valued rookie to, not even being in the league the next year. So, I mean, obviously, a lot of it's going to be a mental battle for him, but we know that he has a beautiful swing. He just needs to take care of some stuff in his game, and I think he'll be fine, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not worried, especially with Outman. I think he'll be fine. I think he's the one that needs to use spring training the most to kind of gain that mental confidence back. So,
yeah, Jessica says it's a bunch of minor league players. I wouldn't worry too much. Yeah, me either. I mean, once the minor leaguers come in, it's kind of just like I stopped paying too much attention. I did pay attention more today though, because I knew we were doing the live stream. I want to talk about them a little bit. Those guys, they've been the ballers. It seems like as far as the hitters.
Yeah, they have. Shout out Zaire Hope.
Yep, Zaire Hope. We've been seeing a lot of young guys, so this is a great time. I know it might be boring towards the end of the games, but it's a great time to see who the Dodgers might have coming up, who could be potential trade pieces, who could be in the league in a couple years. What did y'all get from Snell today? So we just talked about that. We think Blake Snell had a great outing, a little too many pitches, but nothing to worry about. His first outing of the year.
Yeah. I don't know did you see his post game or it was during the game, but they did a post game interview with him. Do you see what he said?
I did, yes. I did see the whole thing, I think.
They were like, were you feeling a little extra excited out there today? He was like, yeah, I think so.
He had a big smile on his face.
He loves being a Dodger.
But yeah, guys, nothing to worry about the 1-5 start. It's just spring training. We get this out the way now. A lot of stuff being tested. I see Ha-Seong Kim at short. Honestly, I want to talk about him too. Let's talk about, who's going to get that last spot on the roster. I've heard Taylor, Kim, and Pages are kind of up in the air right now. And I do think, like you said, we should involve Rosario in on that. Out of those guys, I mean, we're only a week into spring. Out of those guys, who would you want to see on the opening day roster?
If I had to pick right this second, I would go Pages because I think we both believe in him the most. As to who I think it's going to be Chris Taylor. I'll tell you that right now because of his contract. I mean, I'm not too thrilled with what I've seen from CT, man. I love the guy. But I'm just not too thrilled at what I've been seeing from him.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that it has to be a business move. The Dodgers are so stacked. Look at the guys who are fighting for a last spot on the roster. But me personally, I'm a big fan of Pages too. I think Pages is gonna have a great year this year. I have liked Rosario's swing this spring. I do think Ha-Seong Kim should start in the minor leagues, which Dave Roberts has been hinting at that. He just looks like he needs some work to be done. I don't think he's ready to face, some top arms in the MLB yet.
I agree. Now it is very early on in spring. Ha-Seong Kim could definitely change how we feel with the next 2 weeks, guys. So we're not saying that it's set in stone. That's just where we're at right at this moment.
If the season started tomorrow, that's how we're looking at this.
Yeah. I had something that I wanted to talk about. Okay, let's count out the position players.
Okay.
The locks. Okay. So we have Ohtani. We have Will Smith. We have Freddie Freeman. We have Mookie Betts.
Well, Ohtani doesn't count as a position player, does he?
Well, you get 25 people, and we have 13 arms, so we'll have 11 others.
Okay, so we'll count Ohtani
because he counts as a two-way.
Okay.
So again, Ohtani, Will Smith, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Max Muncy. Kike is pretty safe, right?
Yeah, I would say he's safe.
Okay. Teo's safe. Edmonds safe. Conforto's probably safe. That's 9 already. So now we move into the bench. I don't think he should be safe, but he has looked pretty decent. Barnes, that's 10.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we
Barnes is
have?
safe.
Do
Miggy
we have
Rowe
one?
is safe.
Miggy Rowe is safe. That's 11.
And then we need 2 more.
We need 2 more.
So then we're probably going to go. You said Edmund already?
Mm-hmm.
Who are we missing? This is all going to be between Taylor, Kim, Pajes.
And Rosario's looking like to me.
Yeah. I feel like we're missing someone.
No, we're not. I promise.
Okay. So. It's
Altman.
tough.
Altman's in there too.
Altman could be in there. You're right. It's tough to say with this team. We're so stacked. We knew we were going to have this problem, and it's a great problem to have. It's just it's going to be stressful. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to have injuries, so everyone's going to get their shot at a certain time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Keep talking real quick. I'm gonna go live on Instagram.
Yeah. Hey, but everyone in the chat, how are we feeling? That opening day in Tokyo is just 21 days away. We are 21 days away from Tokyo opening day, 3 a.m. games, which we will be live for to keep you guys awake, to keep us awake. We'll all be in this together. I'm excited, man.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun.
Ready to wake up at what? 2 a.m. and get ready for the live stream. Look fried on the cameras.
Probably have our eyes like this, looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a fun time. I cannot wait for that series, but just gotta thug it out through spring training.
And let me see. Let's see if we got any questions that we've missed. Yeah, I don't think our Dodgers suck, but I hope we don't start out bad in the season. Yeah, I mean, either way, I think the Dodgers are good enough to recover however they start in the season. Guys, it's spring training. Their starters are only playing 4 innings, if that. So once the season starts, they're going to be going 9 innings. Our pitchers are going to be going 5, 6 innings. I'm not worried at all. I am not worried at all. We have not seen a lot of action in spring training yet.
No, not enough of a sample size. I mean, yesterday Tanner Scott gave up some runs, training gave up some runs, but it was their first time in spring training action. Like, we got to relax. We will be just fine. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about Zaire Hope. They're really liking what they're seeing. And I love it too, because we got him for Michael Busch, guys. Zaire Hope and Jackson Ferris, who we haven't seen yet, left-handed starter. All from Michael Busch. Come on now. That's a bargain. That was a hell of a deal by Friedman. It's going to pay off so huge by 2027. I promise you guys, Zaire Hope will be our starting outfielder in 2027.
And you guys know what's crazy? We were all tripping over that trade, and we did not know who we got in return. And it's already showing a year later. He's already making a name for himself. Have we seen Roki yet? So Roki actually got taken deep today by some guy named Kyle Teal.
Yeah, he just got drafted 2 years ago from Virginia. He's actually really good. Kyle Teal's actually really good.
Roki still needs some work to be done. Obviously, you're going to give up bombs here and there. But guys, Roki's very young, so don't expect him to go out and be a superstar this year. He'll be fun to watch, though, for sure.
Yeah. I heard he got taken deep, and then he threw like 36 or 38 total pitches. He got taken deep, and then I saw someone else hit a hard line drive off of him, but I think he produced, I think they said 5 swing and misses, so not bad. Just getting his work in. He's going to continue to get better.
Yeah, and then he got 3 ground outs after that. I'm mad at Busch for the Miller hit. Man, that was an accident, but man, that was really crazy. Roki will be good. He will be good. It's just gonna take some time. He needs to develop still. They're definitely working on him. They're taking extra care of him and Haesung Kim for sure. We can definitely see that.
Yeah. No, Roki will be fine, guys. He's not going to be, amazing this first year, but he will have a good year, and he's going to continue to get better in the MLB. I don't
Yeah,
think I don't think he'll be as good as quick as Yamamoto was last year, as far as I'm talking with Roki. But he'll be fine.
Yeah, Haesung also did drive a ball to deep right center today. Got caught at the wall. I don't know
Bro,
about you. I thought he smoked that.
Bro, I was on the phone with Tyler. I was watching the game. So I had my phone up, and then the game, I was like, oh! And I said, oh my God. And then I immediately texted the chat, bro has no pop, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with him is he's just going to be a contact hitter. He's not going to hit a lot of home runs. If he hits any, it's not his game. It's not his game. He needs to be, a 300 hitter. Hopefully he can get to that in the MLB. And I think if he is, then we got to steal. If not, then we should have kept Lux.
Shit, I think we'll be hearing that a lot in the first month or so.
You want to do a quick opening day lineup prediction?
Go ahead and hear it. I'm eating candy.
All right. So I'm going to go Ohtani DH, Mookie at second.
Wait, hold on. Pause. I'm out. For either opening day, whether you want it to be the home opener, Japan opener, we're facing a lefty. So just know that.
We're facing a lefty. Okay. So I'm gonna go Ohtani DH, Mookie at second or short. Dave Roberts is gonna decide with that. And then I'm gonna go Freeman at first, Teo and right. Actually, I think with a lefty, you think we'll have Teo and left? Because Conforto probably won't play.
But I feel like they won't want to make Teo go back and forth or just make him settle and right.
Yeah, okay. So Teo in one of the corner outfield spots. And then fifth, I'm probably gonna go Edman in the other corner, in the other middle infield spot. And then we'll go Kike in left. No, Smith catching, Kike in left, Pages in center, and Muncy at third. Muncy will probably hit behind Smith. So, quick recap. Ohtani, Mookie, Freddie, Teo, Edman, Smith, Muncy. Who am I missing? Pages and Kike. It's a good lineup against lefties. Great lineup against lefties.
That's good. I definitely like that. I was gonna say, would you pull Muncy? But then we almost have no lefties. He's only our third lefty in the lineup because Edman's a switch. So
I would pull Muncy if we had another right-handed bat that's worth it.
Well, I mean, we're paying someone $15 million. Do you think he'll be worth it? Nope.
Is Pages really that good to be a starter? I think so. I mean, Pages was our starting center fielder for a lot of the year last year. The only downside to his game is really his defense. His bat was pretty solid last year, and he had a pretty nice hot streak.
Yeah, I just realized that's Ridge talking in the chat too.
Who, Drewy?
Uh-huh. What's up, Ridge? How you doing, man? Yeah, I think Pages will be a good MLB starter this year. I believe in him. He'll be fine. Especially against lefties, he really rakes. Against righties, I won't want to see him in there as much. But interesting to see how they maneuver it with the righty pitching. What I was gonna say was against a lefty, if we were to take Pages out, we would go Miggy Rowe at short, Mookie at second, Edman in center.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel about that?
Yeah, I like that too. I forgot a little bit about Miggy Rowe. He's gonna see some starting time too. He will. I would honestly even be fine if Miggy Rowe's our starting shortstop, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Pages isn't going to be in the lineup. Guys, what don't we like about Pages? What am I missing? I don't understand it.
I don't know. Doing good, Andrew. Just about to go out to spring training tomorrow. Back out there.
He did good in the postseason when he got his shot. There's no room for him unless Kim starts in the minors. I can almost guarantee that Kim will start in the minors.
Yeah.
I would say 75% Kim is starting in the minors unless he just randomly finds a big bat. But guys, real quick, we do actually have a merch drop that is currently live. It's been up for quite some time now. The link is in our bio of this live stream. Go get your Baseball is Ruined t-shirt, F.I. Say Teo, and our Simple Explicit logo. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, all that. Join the team and show us when we're out there at the games.
Yep. I just don't think he'll be consistent defensive and offensive enough to be an all-around starter. I don't think he'll be an all-around starter, but I think he'll see a lot of time against lefties for sure.
I think next year he'll be a starter.
He could develop into that. I'm gonna be honest, baseline's the band. I'll say it right now. Kim looks like crap. Sorry, I'll say it. He's supposed to be an elite defender. I saw him fumble the ball today. Obviously, it's gonna happen. But I saw him fumble a ball he charged today. We were there at spring training for 5 days. He does not hit the ball hard. I promise you his exit velo is like 85 miles an hour, and I'm so serious.
Yeah, you know how there's those guys where you hear taking batting practice and you can hear how different the ball sounds? Like when you know a star's taking batting practice, you can hear it. That's why did you hear that we're doing those renovations in the clubhouse because Mookie Betts was getting woken up from Ohtani hitting in the cages?
Yep. Shout out Noel. We saw that video.
Yep.
I saw that.
So yeah, you can hear when somebody is barreling up the baseball, and Kim just was not hitting the ball hard whatsoever. We had front row seats to that. It wasn't too impressive.
Yeah. I don't think that it's not that he's squaring up the ball. I just think he's just weak.
Yeah, he's a contact hitter. He's a contact hitter, but even with the contact hitter, you want to still be able to hit the ball hard, line drive. Kind of like Luis Arraez, how he's still able to hit the ball hard.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but kind of like how Lux was in the second half. He was smacking everything hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was smacking everything low and hard. He wasn't gonna do, he wasn't gonna hit bombs, but he was gonna get on base and hit you, hard line drives at least.
Yeah, and another thing too, baseline. Conforto hasn't looked that great either. I will be one guy to say I don't like his contract. I do not like his contract at all.
No, I think his contract is actually terrible.
Rosario's been pretty impressive. I think he has a chance to fight for a spot. Do you think it has to do with him fresh? Yeah, I think him coming over definitely does play a factor because he is going to be nervous and he has a whole lot to prove. He's more of a quiet guy too, so yeah, his nerves are definitely up right now. I understand it. He's got to seize his opportunity. He's got to come through. At the end of the day, he's an athlete. He's a competitor. The competitive side will come out of him, and that's when he will be his best.
I don't know, guys. As a Gavin Lux enthusiast for many years, it's not looking good for the other side. We'll see.
I want Kim to be on point because what's the point of even having him and not Lux? It was for nothing. Yeah. I mean, we kind of got rid of Lux and hoping for Kim to replace Lux, but it looks like that's not going to happen. And now we're kind of short of a middle infielder. But that does also open the door for a Pages in center or Outman going back out to center. One of these young guys has to prove themselves. Who's going to do it?
Shit, if they keep playing by May, Zaire Hope going to end up in the MLB. 20 years old, imagine.
At the end, it's the same thing when you're in high school, when you're in college. Who's going to be the one that's going to step up? And the Dodgers have an open spot. Who's going to be the one?
Who wants it?
Who wants it?
It's up for grabs. Who wants it?
I will say though, Haesung Kim, he is working harder than anyone else there.
Yeah, he is. Haesung Kim is. We got there. Shoot, what even day was that? Was that like day 4 or 5 maybe? We got there. Practices. That was the first game day actually. Practices were starting at about 9:15. We got there at 9:15 and there was nobody out there, but it was the first day. It was the day of the first game on Thursday.
Mhm.
I was like, like they'll be a little later or it'll be a little lighter. We look on the first field, bro. It's straight Haesung Kim with every single middle infield coach, every single infield coach in our organization, and his interpreter who had a glove on for whatever reason, just
Yeah.
out there, just working, just one-on-one working. But he's working, but we'll see. I mean, he still has a month to work, so he can
Yeah, and
he
then
can definitely change my mind real quick.
I don't know if it was that day exactly, but then there was a day where after the practices, he was there hidden in the cages. Hidden in the cages.
That was earlier in the week. I do remember that too.
It might have been like the day before. But yeah, he's been working. He's been trying to find it. So I think he will be very solid because he's been working. We all know he's good. He's just got to find his comfortable zone. He's switching over from a whole new country. I'm sure that's hard. And he's got to find himself again. It's literally all it is.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine, but do not expect him to be in the MLB for opening day. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I feel like Kike replaced Lux and Kim replaced Kike's role. Not really, because Lux was pretty much only playing second, and Kike is going to be all over the place. Kike is going to be at third versus lefties when Muncie's tired or Muncie starts struggling against lefties. He'll be in center randomly. He'll be in left randomly. If Freddie goes down again, he'll be at first randomly. So I feel like Kim was dead ass supposed to be Lux's replacement, and at the moment it doesn't look good, but there's still time to switch that narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Still a lot of time. For the couple people in the chat, how did you guys like the spring training content? Just out of curiosity. Real quick, kind of just, did you guys tune in? Did you not tune in? We did 5 videos in 5 days. I just kind of want to hear a little bit of feedback. We got to record that takes video too. Shit was
Which
fire. One? The hot takes video. We'll do that.
Right.
We'll do that when I come back.
Made it feel like I was there for real. Hey, that's what we were trying to do.
Shit
We
was
tried
fire.
to make it as raw as possible. Obviously, there were daily uploads, so the edits weren't the most high production.
Mm-hmm.
But daily uploads is all for you guys. I mean, throughout the season, that's what we're trying to do. Every game we go to, we should have a video uploaded for it.
Yep, whatever it is, whether it's just a vlog, whether we do something, whether we food challenge, whatever it is.
Yeah, Mets rotation already falling apart. I did see that. I don't know why they didn't go after pitching more.
Yeah.
It was cool to see everything.
Bet. Yeah, I'm going back out there. Ram won't be there, but I'll be back out there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I plan on uploading Wednesday, Thursday, and probably Saturday. So just stay tuned for that. Gonna do some more spring training content for you guys. So that'll be fun. But Thank you guys for watching. Expect this pretty much every single game, other than if we're at the games, we're gonna be doing these post game. Just want to make it a consistent thing, chopping it up with you guys, seeing what you guys think about the day. I'm sure these chats are gonna get real hectic when someone comes in and blows the 9th inning, so that'll be fun. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like up the video /stream. If you guys haven't checked it out, 5 videos in 5 days at Camelback Ranch. Check those out. And yeah, Ram, you got anything else before we head off?
Nope. Appreciate you guys for joining. Be tuned tomorrow. It'll probably just be me, but same thing all over again. Let's do it.
Yep.